Trump ready to sanction Russia.
You see it. You saw the bags of white everything right through the bags. It's nonsense. So we knew it before they even left. We knew it before they even left. We knew exactly where that boat, where it came from, where the drugs came from, and where it was heading. I mean, the problem is nobody's getting on boats anymore, so maybe that's a good problem.
Do you expect NATO to issue sanctions against Russia as you asked them to do over the weekend?
Well, they're not doing the job. NATO has to get together. Europe has to get together and do it. Look, Europe they're my friends, but they're buying oil from Russia. So we can't be expected to be the only ones that are, full bore. But Europe is buying oil from Russia. I don't want them to buy oil. And the sanctions that they're putting on are not tough enough. And I'm willing to do sanctions, but they're going to have to toughen up their sanctions commensurate with what I'm doing.
But just to clarify, you wouldn't move ahead until NATO moves ahead.
Well, I'm ready to move ahead, but they have to do it. I think they will. But right now they're talking and they're not doing it. Look, they're buying oil from Russia. We're not buying oil from Russia. They're buying a lot of oil from Russia. That's not the deal.
So on Putin, 2 weeks ago you told us that you would decide who was more to blame for the impasse of the talks, whether it's Ukraine or whether it's Russia. How are you feeling right now?
But when you say impact of what?
The impasse. Sorry, but nothing's happening.
The impasse?
Yeah.
It's not going to matter because when they go in, they're going to be very, very strong. So it's not going to matter. Maggie, go ahead.
Mr. President, European nations do still buy, some of them buy natural gas from Russia. Would you like to see that pulled back as well?
That's not the deal, though. The deal is they're not whether it's natural gas or whether it's cigarettes. I don't care. They're not supposed to be buying from Russia. We're spending a lot of money giving. Now, I will say this. Right now, we're just selling weapons to NATO. It's pretty amazing. Biden spent $350 billion. I'm spending nothing. In fact, we're making money. But I want to stop the killing. So it just came out, or I think it came out, but I know for a fact, almost 8,000 young soldiers died this week between the two countries. A little bit more from Russia, but divided. When you're the aggressor, you lose more. I don't know if you know that, but in war, when you're the aggressor, you tend to lose more. But it was a little bit more for Russia, but it was 8,000, a little bit more than 8,017 actually, died this week in that war. Why? And they're Russians. They're not American soldiers, but they're still human beings. They're souls. And I want to stop it. And I stopped 7 wars. I thought this was